Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned.
Boom, go, go. Ready? Go. Step.
Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, hosting Cruz, and tragic news in the boxing world today. As we unfortunately, tragically, and unexpectedly lost the son of a legend, the son of the late great, one of the most exciting fighters in the history of the sport, my favorite action fighter, Arturo Gatti. Known for many Fight of the Year candidates, terrific left hook, never count him out. Heart of a lion, maybe the biggest heart ever shown in the sport. Now, earlier today, as we all know now, we should know by now that Arturo Gatti Jr., 17-year-old prodigy, has passed away in Mexico, in an apartment in Mexico. Recent reportings are saying that people are saying that they found him hung in his apartment in Mexico. Some claiming it was suicide, some claiming someone killed him, whatever. They found him dead in Mexico on Monday. We're at Wednesday, so the news, he was dead Monday, but today, Wednesday, the news came out to the public that Arturo Jr. has passed. And it's very unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen, not because he's Arturo's son. Not only because he's Arturo's son, but the kid had talent and the kid had a promising future in boxing. When I heard that Arturo had a son, I followed him right away because I was a big fan of his father. Who is it? And Arturo Jr., I started to read about him. I started bumping the articles about him. And then eventually I followed him on his Instagram page. I saw that he had an Instagram page and I followed him. And he seemed like a humble kid. I saw him hitting the heavy bag and I saw the talent. The combinations, the jab. I saw a few amateur fights of him, and you could tell that he had a bright future in boxing. Not because he was Arturo Gatti's son, but sons of legends can do boxing and not look good and not make it. They're just that, the son of a legend. But sometimes you can tell that, okay, he's not just the son of a legend. He's living up to his name, and you can tell that he can fight. And Arturo Gatti Jr. couldn't fight. I saw the potential, I saw the talent, and I was intrigued, and I was looking forward to his boxing career. Arturo Jr. had a nice jab. Based on the amateur fights that I've seen, he was displaying a nice jab, a nice 1-2, ring generalship, and his father had one of the best left hooks in the sport, and Arturo Gatti Jr. showed me that same left hook. Like, when he threw it, anytime he threw it, it reminded me of his father's left hook, and I said, wow, he's got the same left hook. And in his fights, you will see him display some tremendous counter punching, nice right uppercut. When he's in exchanges, he will finish off with the left hook. The left hook, when he landed it, it would be thudding and impacting just like his dad. So you could have seen that, okay, Arturo Jr., not only he has talent, he can box, he has his dad left hook, but he also had some power behind those punches because his dad had punching power. And behind that terrific left hook was thunderous power. He was not called Arturo Thunder Gatti for no reason. You know, so not only you could have never counted out his father because of the heart, but because of the punching power he displayed behind his punches and that left hook. So Arturo Jr. displayed that as well. Now, of course, it was way too early to tell if he had that same heart his dad did, because of course, you know, Arturo Jr. only competed in amateur fights because he was only a teenager. You know, he passed away at 17 years old, and likely would have turned pro next year. You know, 18 years old in 2026, maybe 2027. Give the amateur circuit one more year before turning pro. But he was on the right track. He was around the right people with boxing. He was in Mexico. I want to believe he was also trained in Mexico. He was in Brazil at times, and even created a nice solid friendship with Iron Mike Tyson, which is great. Even Mike Tyson was pleased and even said in a video, one of the first videos that came out with Arturo Jr. hitting the bag and Mike Tyson holding the bag for him, Mike Tyson said, "I wish he lived here." Mike Tyson's not going to say, "I wish he lived here" to anyone. Just like that. Hey, Mike Tyson, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. And for Mike Tyson to tell a then 13, 14-year-old, 12-year-old Arturo Gatti Jr., "I wish he lived there," because he saw the talent. And he saw that he can work. He saw that he can sharpen and work on things with Arturo Jr. You know, and yeah. And so I was at work, man, and I saw this thing popped up where Arturo Gatti Jr. passed away. And it sucked. It sucked, and it sucks currently, because Arturo Gatti Jr. So it sucks because not only because he was Arturo Gatti's son, but it sucks also because Arturo Gatti Jr. could have actually fight. And I was looking forward to his boxing career. I was looking forward to not only the the boxing career he has right now in the amateur circuit, but his professional boxing career, because eventually Arturo Gatti Jr. was going to turn pro. But unfortunately now, we're not going to see that happen because he's gone. 16 years ago, his dad passed away more or less due to the same thing in Brazil, in his apartment, hung. To this day, it's claimed as a suicide, and to this day, some claim it to be murdered by his wife, and some are saying his wife, Arturo Gatti's Jr. widow, his mom, I guess, that she was probably part of Junior's death. Maybe, maybe not. But she was around for Senior's death, and she was around for Junior's death. Because I don't think Junior was he was 17 years old when he passed, so he was not living by himself. So some are on the internet claiming that Miss Rodriguez, Arturo's wife, had something to do with it. Just like how she had something to do with Senior's passing. But it is what it is, man. Unfortunate news, very unfortunate news. Sucks because Arturo Gatti Jr. was growing a serious fan base. Ever since his death, he's gained 30,000 more plus followers on his Instagram page. Right now, he's up to 168K. I think he was half of that before his passing. You know, he had much less followers than that before his passing. Wow. I mean, very, very unfortunate. Sadly, tragically. Because now Arturo Gatti Jr. is going to become one of the biggest what ifs. You know, because we all saw the talent, we all saw the potential, but what if he had turned pro? You know, what if he had won a world title? What if he had lived up to his dad's name in the pros. What ifs? Because Arturo Gatti Jr., who's looking to become a serious fighter, like someone to take serious, not because he's Arturo's son. He was Arturo's son, but the kid could have fight. I saw a glimpse of his dad when he was fighting. The power, the left hook, all that. You know. And another what if, when things don't go his Arturo Jr.'s way, if he was to get clocked on the chin, will he show us that heart that his father did? We will never know. What if? So, yeah, man, this is where we're at right here, man, with Arturo Gatti Jr. And yeah, man, one of the saddest days in boxing for sure in recent memory. Man, it sucks, and this is Arturo's only son. We all loved his dad, so we all loved his dad and enjoyed his career. The most exciting fighter, in my opinion, and one of I think my favorite, not one of, or I think is my Arturo Gatti Sr. is my favorite action fighter in the history of the sport, and I was looking forward to his son's career, not only right now, not only enjoying what I was seeing, but in the pros. Because I think Arturo Jr. would have done tremendously as a pro. He had what it takes. He had the talent, the power, the boxing fundamentals, the left hook, all that stuff, man. And the confidence and the discipline is just unfortunate. So yeah, Arturo Gatti Jr., ladies and gentlemen, 2008 to 2025, 17 years old, tragically passed away on Monday. The news broke out today, earlier this morning, and very tragic, very tragic. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about this whole unfortunate situation with Arturo Gatti Jr. in the comment section below, and yeah. And fighting out of New Jersey City, New Jersey, in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, the legend continues. Arturo Lil Thunder Gatti Jr. Miracle Boy Boxing. I'm your host, Olsen Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And may Arturo Gatti Jr. rest in peace.